Get your EBT back. Look. EBT, 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 EBT. Y'all, I'm so hyped. I got my EBT bag. Got that EBT. EBT. Got that EBT. EBT. Got that EBT. EBT. Where the kids? Come out. Got that EBT. I think we need an adult. Say we got EBT. That's right. Carry that shit. Carry that shit, motherfucker. Don't have a heart attack, old man. Carry that. Oh, I seen the print. Y'all heard that, y'all? We got our EBT. We gonna eat better today. We gonna eat better today. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. We got our benefits today. But I heard they was gonna start swiping our cards and swiping the money and taking the money back. So as soon as it deposited into my card, I made sure I ran out that house so fast to go do a big compra. Thanks to my homegirl. She took me to BJ's. So we stocked up. We never stocked up like this before. But I made sure I took whatever I could off the card before they take that back, because the Lord only knew that we needed food. So I hope you guys enjoy my little EBT video. I'm also going to be donating some food. I got to situate that. I did post it on a couple of places. I'm waiting to hear back for some people to see what happens. But I hope you enjoy my grocery haul. This isn't everything, but I showed what I could because it was just too much.
Videos like the one you just watched are completely flooding the internet right now. These people who were crying that their kids were starving and they did not know what they were going to do, as soon as they got their food stamps, they immediately started filming themselves shopping, filming their EBT grocery hauls, bragging about it, rubbing it in other people's faces. And my question is, what type of a message do you think this sends to their kids? They are teaching their kids that, oh, this is how you should be. You should rely on the government. You should live off the government. You should be proud about all of your food stamps money. So proud that you brag about it and post videos about it online. That's how these kids are being raised. And if you ask me, this just shows how dark the future of America is. Allow me to take the gloves off and be insensitive for just a moment. Because in order to really get the truth across, sometimes you have to be insensitive. Because the truth is not always nice. It's not always pretty. It's not always wrapped up in a neat little package with a bow on top. All right? That's the reality. So here's the truth. Here in America, hard-working Americans that would actually be good parents, that would actually raise good kids because they would instill certain values upon them, the hard-working good Americans that would raise good kids, they're struggling right now. Hard-working Americans who would be good parents, they're having to make the decision to not have kids or to not have as many kids because they can't afford to. And they don't think, oh, well, if I can't afford to do it, the government will step in and help and raise my kids for me. You see, good, hard-working Americans, they don't think this way. They were not raised to think this way. So good, hard-working Americans are having fewer and fewer kids every year. And you see, the kids these hard-working Americans would produce, they would grow up to be hard-working Americans themselves. They would grow up to carry the country on their backs. But instead, we're seeing quality people who live quality lives, who would raise quality children. We're seeing them have less and less kids every year. Because financially, it's kind of impossible to have, a big family in today's day and age unless you're rich or unless you're on food stamps. So as people who would actually produce kids that would make something of themselves, as they have less kids, the EBT queens are having more and more kids. Because you see, they're not worried about the financial decisions. They're not worried about, oh, if I have this many kids, will I be able to put them through college? Will I be able to support this many kids? Can I send this many kids to private school? Can I do this? Can I do that? They don't think about that. They just lay down, they spread their legs, and they pop out babies like jackrabbits. Okay? So as quality, hardworking Americans are having less kids, the parasite class, the people who contribute absolutely nothing to society, all they do is take and cause problems, they're reproducing that. They're just popping out baby left and right, left and right, left and right, left and right. They're, like I said, they're not worried about the financial issues or anything. They're just popping out babies because in their mind, the way they were raised, hey, you have as many kids as possible. And then the government steps in and takes care of you. In fact, the more kids you have, the more free money you'll get. Now, do you think these parents are producing quality kids? And I hate to bring the kids into it, but like I said, you got to be insensitive. You got to take the gloves off and you got to tell the truth. You see these EBT queens, they're having 9 and 10 kids. And not a single one of them will really contribute anything to society. They're not instilling them with good morals or values. In fact, they're doing the exact opposite. And they're not raising future scientists and teachers and doctors and, astronauts. No, they're raising future baby daddy, baby mamas who are going to rely on EBT to feed their 15 kids in the future. So what's happening here is we have a shortage of quality people and we have an abundance of parasites who don't want to do anything. They don't want to contribute anything unless it's crime. They contribute to crime statistics a lot, right? So you have these people just popping out all of these kids. Good people, they can't really have kids anymore because they can't afford it. All of their money is going to ensure that Shaniqua can raise her 10 kids without any issues, right? And then Shaniqua's kids grow up to do absolutely nothing with themselves. They leech off the government. They leech off of everyone. They're either dead and in jail by 21. They'll probably kill your kids or someone you know. And before you know it, we can no longer prop up these government programs like food stamps and Section 8 and all of this stuff. Because there's no more good quality, hardworking people left. Now everyone's a parasite. So now all of these benefits that these parasites have been benefiting off of, these benefits will probably no longer exist because the parasites are outnumbering the good people. Good people are having 1 or 2 kids per household. The parasites are having 9 or 10. And then 30 years from now, for every one good person, you got 15 parasites. And then you wonder, oh, how are we going to keep up things like government assistance? How are we going to continue paying for these people's rent? How are we going to continue paying for food stamps when literally everyone is on food stamps and everyone needs rental assistance because all of the hardworking Americans were weeded out? And I think what may be a big wake-up call to people, if this whole EBT situation was not a big enough wake-up call, if logging on the internet every day and watching these people threatening to kill you for your groceries was not enough, well, now these people got their food stamps. They're bragging about having their food stamps, but they're still threatening to rob and loot. In fact, they just shot someone and stole some stuff from a grocery store in Chicago. I'll have a video about that on my main channel. But now they're angry because they say that the store employees are acting different. Because the store employees, they've been seeing what I've been showing you. They've been seeing the threats about robbing and stealing. So now the store employees are on edge. They're checking people's carts. They're checking people's receipts a little closer. And now, of course, these usual suspects are getting upset about it and they're threatening violence. They're threatening to beat up the grocery store employees because the grocery store employees are paranoid that people are stealing and stuff because people have been on the internet saying they're going to steal for weeks now. So now a natural response is for grocery store employees to be on edge, to be looking and waiting for people to be stealing. And now because they're acting that way, people are saying it's racist and, oh, we're going to beat your ass, we're going to fight you and all this. In fact, I have a clip right here that I want to show you. Before I roll that clip, though, really quickly, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed. YouTube will unsubscribe people from my channels for no reason at all. I don't know why, but make sure you're still subscribed. Also, drop a comment down in the comments below. And if you're feeling generous this holiday season, you could always donate to the channel. I'll be working hard. I'll be working overtime to pump out multiple videos across multiple channels a day. So if you would like to donate to the channel, you can donate via Cash App or Super Thanks. Always humbly appreciated. Now, with that being said, let's roll this clip and then I'll be right back with more.
This is a public service announcement to anyone who works in the grocery industry. Walmart, Tops, Kroger, Albertsons, Publix, whatever your grocery store of choice is. Do not let that job be the reason you get your ass whooped. I'm telling you that right now. Today I'm at the store shopping. I went to 2 stores, okay? I'm at self-checkout, right? And I'm trying to ring out stuff. The lady grabs my little buggy thing and holds it. Do you need this? What do you need? Whoa, back up. Then the other lady's taking stuff out. Did you ring this? Did you ring? And I didn't mind your business. I know they're on high alert because they think people are going to be stealing because they don't have food stamps. But listen, I do not condone stealing. I do not, which is why I'm trying to help single mothers in need get their groceries up. But I know women, and I know if their baby or their kid is in need, they're going to do everything they need to do, okay? Your job is not worth you getting your ass whooped. You try to stop that lady and her baby is hungry, you're going to get your ass whooped. Mind the business that pays you, act like you Stevie Wonder, and mind your business. I'm telling you right now, it's going to get ugly. I love you guys so much. Be blessed. Bye.
Everywhere you look, constantly, these people are acting violent and crazy. And then the food stamps situation came about. And they started threatening, hey, if you don't give us our food stamps, we're going to act violent and crazy. Now, a lot of people made the point that, hey, you act violent and crazy anyway. You not having your food stamps and you going out and looting and stealing, it's no different than what you guys do on a everyday basis, right? And I think people who were pointing that out, they were right. Because now, these people got their food stamps back, and they're recording videos bragging about how much food they got, but at the same time, they're still threatening to act crazy and to act violent for basically no reason at all. You got your food stamps, and this is why you don't negotiate with terrorists, especially ghetto terrorists like the one we've been dealing with. Because, we had to rush to open the government. We got to make sure the EBT queens get their EBT. They're threatening to kill, rob, and loot and shoot. And then we give them their EBT, and what do they do? What do? They immediately go to the grocery store, rob, loot, shoot, cause scenes, cause fights in the self-checkout. And now, after telling the world that you're going to steal, bragging about how you're going to steal, now you're upset because people are treating you like you're stealing. And it's like, I'm sorry, but black people bring this upon themselves every time. No one, white people, Chinese people, Latino people, Indian people, no one. You cannot find another group of people online that are all threatening to rob and kill people over food stamps. Right? And none of those groups of people are responsible for what's going on now. Right? None of them. For a month straight. Not all, but also not some. I'm tired of that as well. I don't want to always have to say not all when I'm addressing groups of people. And I don't want to say, when referring to the black community, I don't want to say just some. Because there is a large amount of people who act this way. It's not a minority within the black community. I would say it's the majority, right? So for the past month, they came together and decided it's a good idea. They thought it was funny. They thought it was cool to all sit online, proving all of the stereotypes right. Sitting online, acting ghetto as possible, threatening violence, threatening to steal, threatening to loot, bragging about how they already steal and loot, right? They thought it was a good idea to do that for a month straight. And then when they get treated a little differently at the grocery store, they wonder why. And then when the people checking receipts take a long glance at their receipt, they wonder why. Then when the people working at the grocery store want to check their cart to make sure they're not stealing anything, they wonder why. Oh, it must be because of racism, right? It must be because everyone else, they're bad people, right? Everyone else, they're bigots, they're racist. It has to be everyone else's fault. It can't be, that black people, not all, but not just some either, an overwhelming amount of black people decided it was a good idea to sit online for over a month threatening to rob and kill everyone over food stamps. And the ones who weren't making videos were sharing the videos, or they were in the comments laughing and acting like this was great. Oh my God, they were all supporting it. And then you wonder why people look at you like you're stealing when you walk through the store. And then you wonder why people look at you like you may be shoplifting. Then you wonder why people treat you a little differently. Is it because those people are bad people, or is it because y'all are acting like bad people? Is it because the grocery store employees are so racist? Or is it because you've been sitting on TikTok threatening to kill grocery store employees for a month if they don't allow you to steal Christmas tree Debbie cakes? So these people, black people, they cause all of their own problems. And they don't have a self-awareness. They don't have enough self-awareness to realize that they're causing all of these problems. And they blame everyone else. Everyone else. It's not like people were born to look at you sideways. No. People learn through life, through their life experiences. Hey, we got to look at y'all sideways because of how y'all act and how you brag about acting. You're proud about acting this way. Other communities of people have people who rob, loot, and steal and kill, but we don't prop those people up. We don't support them. We don't act like they're the best of the best. No. We do away with those people. We don't want to be around those people. We don't support or like those people. But in the black community, it's propped up. Oh, yeah, she went and stole all that stuff and killed that security guard. Yeah, you shouldn't have messed with her. It's crazy. But that's where we're at. They're creating content that supports all the stereotypes. They're threatening to do all types of stuff. And then when people react to it, they just totally forget, oh, wait. Oh, maybe they're acting like I'm stealing right now. Maybe they think I'm stealing because I've been sitting my stupid ghetto ass on the internet threatening to steal for a month. It's crazy. But for now, I want to hear from you guys down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all very soon in the next one.